That's good. Great, Frank. That's a good one. I almost spat my coffee there. Yeah, man. I broke character. What are you doing? That's funny. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? What's happening? Happy Wednesday. We got a fun one today. We're gonna take things apart, at least a little bit. I don't know about you, but I still haven't seen much about this thing. As in, like, you know, people are making reviews. I've seen how it prints, all that fun stuff. But I've never actually seen what the electronics look like. I haven't seen a video. I haven't seen any photos, nothing. And I'm not very observant, admittedly. And there's also, you know, all the content creators, at least the big ones, have all been away at shows and whatnot and doing bigger stuff. So yeah, I haven't really seen much, and I have actually been away as well, so I haven't had a chance to even print this since my latest video that came out. So I'm excited to mess with it because it's a pretty cool machine. How's everybody doing? What's up? What's happening? What's everyone working on printing? What are you guys doing tonight? Let me know. Let's see. I can't see all the way early, or maybe I can. Let me see if I can go back in time here. Oh, I can go. No. As soon as you hit live, the previous chats go away. But let's see. I got Filther, Gryfang, JD, CCC, Jeff Thorsten, Kenneth, Marentha, Burncarf Print, our Brian. Let's see if can I go any higher. I saw Caleb in there, Mr. Walkman. Orange, what's up? What's up? See what the inside looks like when it breaks. Hey, Days, have you tried the K1 SE? I have not. That's probably one of the only Creality machines that I haven't tried, but that's okay. And Zoomy, looks like she's watching Tom and Jerry. Way better entertainment than this. So you're good. You're good. G40, what's up? Mark, what's happening? Man of the Croc, Craig, South Africa. Well, hello. Nigel, how are you? What's up? 1 o'clock working? Nice. That's how you get that money right there. Right here. You guys should all be doing this. This is almost as good as taking a poop at work. It's the same thing. Just as good. Pooping on the clock and watching the stream on the clock are equally as satisfying. Nice. Printing Mega Charizard in 4 colors. Nice. I actually want to do something like that. My daughter's a huge fan of Pikachu, and I've been thinking about printing like a, you know, life-size Pikachu. I know they're not that big, but with this machine, that should be a breeze. I just don't have any yellow. I got to pick some up. With that, by the way, earlier today I posted a huge sale for Polymaker. They're 50% off on a lot of their filaments, and the ones that aren't 50% off, they're either 40 or 30. They're massive discounts, free shipping. So if you guys need some filament, check out that link. Faux show. My P1 SRI Samar, nice. Yeah, good machine. You'll love it. Unboxing A1 Mini, nice. Also a good machine. I was gonna make I think either before the year ends or maybe my next video, because I don't know if I'll have enough time to make like an actual full production like comparison again. I think I'm gonna do a video announcing like what I think was the best printer to buy, you know, at the end of the year or the beginning of 2025. I know there's gonna be a slew of new machines coming out, so it's funny, like making that video is just gonna be old right away. But maybe I'll talk about why I think it's the best or that type of thing. And I think at the moment the top contender is the A1 Mini, not because of what it can and can't do, but because for the price that you can buy it for, I don't think there's anything even coming close. Like just not even the X1C, nothing. I think the A1 Mini is by far one of the best bargains in 3D printing, period. Hey, little Nuggy, what's up? Someone used to build droids, pull it apart 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, Sam? Was it Sam? Seen rolls as low? Yes, yeah, exactly. That's why I posted it. It was amazing. Mega Charizard's black, nice. Light blue, white, red. All 3D Max PLA Plus, sick. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Hopefully getting a K2 Plus for Christmas. Sick machine. You know, if you haven't caught my video on it or you know comparing it to the rest, check that out. That's really the only things I've done with it so far. 1200 eBay sale, nice. That's great. Hey, what's up, Frank? G40 Juan, that's pretty good. Only complaint I have about the A1 Mini is the bed size. Too many things. Yeah. So, yeah, but so that machine you're not buying because of its bed size. That machine you're buying because of its lack of money that it costs, right? Like, it's definitely a little bit of a compromise. But I'm so used to using my V0 for like as much as I can. The A1 Mini seems like plenty big to me. You know, one of my other previously favorite machines was the K3 PS. So I'm pretty like used to that smaller size machine. So A1 for 450, nice. It's pretty good. A going DH, what's up? What's going on? A hybrid, Da Vinci, what's happening? All right, so yeah, X Plus 3 is still a damn good machine. Literally just got my K2P combo yesterday. This weekend I'll be testing it. Sick. It's pretty cool. One of the things I did find is on the SD card, not on the SD card, on the USB drive that they give you, there's this thing, and it's like real wacky how it attaches. You take off those two screws and attach this. It just seems like this isn't like the best thing in the world. Like, how do you remove the stuff out of there? You're supposed to like pick it out with 2 fingers or something. So I glued some magnets on it, and now I stick it on there and kind of just align it with this, and now there's at least something. Obviously this is not the best solution. You kind of want something that goes to one of the sides, but for now I just have this because before it was just dumping onto my floor. So that's just a heads up. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to do anything with this outside of just my testing. Also, let me turn my music down. Jeez, that thing is blasting, I just realized. Let's go over some of the other things. So first things first, there's a link in the description. It's going right there. I don't know if today is going to be a full-on, you know, until 12 a.m. stream. So we'll see. But at the end of the stream, I'm going to pull a name from this link, and we will be we'll be pulling a winner for a spool of PLA Plus by 3D Max. It looks like there's 15 of you already in there. Yeah, so that should be good. Everyone loves a good spool of PLA Plus. US only, must be present to win. So that's going right there. And why does it say 2 hours left? This should say 3 hours left. I'm going to keep it at 2 hours. Maybe that'll be the limit for this stream. That should have said 3 hours. I guess I typed in 11 instead of 12 by accident, but it is what it is. There's a tube-like thing for the K2 that brings the poop around the corner. Yeah. I've seen a bunch, but I just haven't had the chance. I found a chute that wraps around the left side. That's way towards the front. Yeah, that would be the best, Guardian. Kind of like what I have for my X1C. Floor 3D printer poop for the win. Cyberang, that's right. Yeah, my whole floor was covered at one point. Hey, Florent. Scared to go with the K2 because of Creality's reputation. Listen, I know what you mean because I just hear this online all the time. But at the same time, I myself, I've definitely had literally almost every single Creality machine that they make. And sure, some of them have issues, but they're not what they seem. I think people online are like a really loud minority. Like, can you imagine how many people use their machines and don't chat about it online? You know what I mean? And the people that are online, especially crying because the world's unfair, you know, most of the time those folks, you know, are the loud minority. You know, squeaky wheel gets the oil. That type of deal. So a lot of people have some problem and fix it within, you know, within like 30 minutes or an hour, and then just keep going and using it and loving the machine. So it just depends on you. But I understand that there have been issues. You know, discounting that would just be wrong. Will Bamboo make a printer with a larger print? Yeah, they will. They've promised it already. They've talked about it. Q1 of 2025, they should have something. The machine is supposed to be a higher grade than the X1C, so expect a lot more money. I'm going to assume in the $2,500, $3,000 range, just purely guessing. But that's what I'm guessing. It's broken, don't enter. Nice. Thanks for the 5% off. Yep, yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that it's useful. I did just update, I think, all the affiliate links recently. They should be all in the description. I added my buddy Randy's company, Double Tap Audio. They make some really cool speakers, all handmade in the US, magnets. These are bullet casings that he makes by hand into speakers. This is the Bluetooth module. They're just really high quality. They sound fantastic. You know, they have a mic on them if you still want to answer a call. They have wired, all sorts of different things. And I think it's 10% off with my coupon. So check that out, Double Tap Audio. They come in this really nice case. They would make a great gift. They have all sorts of different options on there. Double Tap Audio. And like I said, it's a friend of mine that you guys might know. Randy May. So, you know, he has several YouTube channels as well. I have the K1 Max and I can't replenish filament when it runs out without issues. Oh, really? I love mine. Right now I put this on there. It's kind of like a troll. Like, only Bamboo users are happy. Heard some good things about good things about K2. Chitty's, you know, for me personally, towards the top of that list. Florent, if you have some time later, I just did a video reviewing my 5 best machines that I have here. The X1C, the Chitty Tech Plus 4, the K2 Plus. What else was in there? X1C, the K1 Max. Oh, and the Magneto X. And you know, look at towards the end. There's print results. Just look at that. That should be everything you need to know. Yeah. See, this is a good way to look at it too. Yeah. You learn a lot. You do, and it's good. That means when another issue comes up, you're not just clueless and waiting for a company. You can just fix it yourself. You know. Yeah, I agree. Well, to me, not everyone's like that, but yeah. All right, guys. I use the textured build plate. I really don't like the flat plates that they have. Yeah, those are great choices. Quite different, quite the difference in the machines, but very good choices. Just ordered my 3rd Chitty Plus 4. There you go. I mean, think about that statement alone. You know, like if they're good enough to have 4 of or 3 of. So, no, I keep those for the smaller machines. But yeah, we'll see. All right, guys, what do you think? Let's tear into it a little bit, huh? Let me get my good old Hodo, and let's get into it. Let's have some fun. I'll still try to answer as many questions as I can while we talk. Oh, I know what I was trying to do. I forgot the main thing I was going for. So, one reason I pulled up the browser is my website, guys, 3dprintsos.com or shop.3dprintsos.com. I've discounted them to the max. 3% off. You get an automatic discount code for anything that you buy through here. You'd be surprised, but at 3% off, I will have to pay for some of these transactions, which I'm cool with. This is for the holidays. I want you guys to get these cool shirts, get this cool merch. Most importantly, though, is these. So I did just sell a few, but I have a few of these macro consoles left. and I've been building some more in the past 2 days or so. Is how I spent my free time. I just built 2. We have the smoked PETG, it's transparent, and the transparent PETG, transparent consoles. So I daily drove this one today, and this one has really good button feel. I got to figure out why exactly this one specifically has good button feel. This one, I couldn't put springs into the triggers, so it has those like kind of harder to press triggers. I'm thinking about reprinting this one with new trigger posts on there to make them clickable. But outside of that, I got to add these onto the website. If you guys are interested in these consoles that I essentially recycle a 3DS Lite for, check those out. I discounted them tremendously, plus you get a 3% off coupon on top of that, so they'll make a good gift. They come with a charger and a game, a Pokemon game, whether it's blue, red, or it's not blue, it's like ruby, sapphire, or what's the other one? Sapphire, and I don't remember. Oh, emerald. So yeah, still some cool color combos on there, and you could always order the one where it's completely custom. You tell me the colors, I'll print them, and then I'll build it, hand build it for you, and ship it out. So I just wanted to note that you know, this is something that I just really enjoy doing. I literally just carry them everywhere, whether I can play a little bit of pinball or some Tetris, or if I have a little bit more time, you know, some old Pokemon games that just bring me joy from my childhood. But check out the site, 3dprintsos.com. Everything on there is on sale. Like I said, it's the max I can give off to keep the prices crazy low on there. So nice. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, anytime you guys use any of my links, one, I really appreciate it, and two, it helps the channel quite a bit. It's literally one of the main streams of revenue at all for this, and it helps me. You know, I literally put almost all of the money from this back into the channel. If you guys have noticed, the camera has gotten better. I bought a nice lens, a nice camera. You know, I didn't go to any of the shows and stuff because I took that money and put it into that. So I've kind of been reinvesting into here. The next thing is I want to redo this area a little bit. So yeah, that's what you guys do. If you use my links, it's just so that I can keep this thing going and just make it as nice as possible and as fun as possible. Can I confirm mugs are nice? No, I appreciate that. Yeah, the mugs are definitely one of my favorite things on there. The A1 Mini doesn't come with mini snips. Yeah, that's true. I have these mini snips still from the KP3S, I think, right? And they're my most used like snips. I kept them as a joke, and I've loved them ever since. Could you do a video on how to set up camp, webcam, etc. on K2 and Fluid? Craig, you can't do a camera in Fluid yet. It is blocked by Creality. There might be a workaround later, like through a script of some sort. For now, to get the camera, the only way to do it is to add comma or colon 8000 at the end of your IP address, and it gives you a full, what's it called? A full view of a camera feed. But at the moment, you can't put it into Fluid. I already contacted Creality about it, tried to get in there and all that stuff. Polymaker sale doesn't cover basic PLA, which is most of what I use them. 2 or 3 things are on sale, out of stock. The Polychroma is kind of like a variation. It doesn't stick very well, apparently, from what I understand, but it prints exactly like it. So unless you're like mixing it to like glue things together, that should be the same. Yoshi ate my 3DS. Yeah, absolutely. But I do want to get into that at some point, because it has some other version of Camp, because Camp is built into Clipper, so it's not Camp. Well, it is Camp, but it's not done in the same way as it used to be. So I'm not exactly sure how it's done, but we can look at the files and check it out. Maybe when I turn the thing back on, we can look at that. That's true. I got to get on that. There's 2 shirts that there's 3 shirts that I want to make. One was built, not bought. I'm working on it. I started illustrating it and kind of got lost and stopped working on shirts for a while. The second one was the no grub screw, or just grub with a screw on there. And then the third one was the a view of the of a bed, like a bent up bed in Clipper. So Destinal needs to get busy. Yeah. Yeah, I talked to Destinal not too long ago. Good guy. All right, let's take this thing off. Let's put on this one, right? And let's get after it here. I want to keep this on just to keep things simple. Let's see. We gotta go handheld on this one. Wonder if anyone get the pre-order extras with mine. With mine come built plate, roll of filament, and the dryer. Oh, nice. The dryer's great. Just know that if you have a healing mat, like I do, like everything's on this healing mat, you can actually see in this corner right there of the shot, right there. See how it's all bendy? Yeah, if you put a filament dryer on this thing overnight, it completely destroys your healing pad. Now I gotta buy a new one. I just haven't made it to Walmart where I bought mine. Hey Lauren, what's happening? What's happening? All right, let's see. This looks like we're gonna have all kinds of little screws to deal with. I wonder, I'm assuming this is gonna have to come off. So there, these are self-tapping. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what's behind door number 1 here. I wonder if there's any hidden screws anywhere. It doesn't look like it. All right, let's go. Oh, this is too big. Let's get a smaller bit. Hey, is Papa here? I didn't see him earlier. Hey, Solo. Sorry, I missed your message up there too. Oh yeah, Papa's here. What's up? Lyle, what's happening? Had my K2 Plus for about 3 weeks. Put about 5 kilograms of PLA through it so far. Pretty much flawless. Nice. Here's a question for you. Have you had error messages? I've had a whole bunch of feeding related error messages on mine. You know, like I said, I've only printed the stuff that I did on stream or through testing. That is stripped, which is not cool. Yeah, that one is completely stripped. Wow. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's see if I can get any more off. Me too. I'm hoping pins are labeled and expansions possible. Yeah, we'll see. Is there a horse milking station? No, this isn't the new horse milking station. But because I haven't had a chance to do anything yet. But I would love to. Redo the studio. Iceman, what's happening? Note to self: don't put hot things next to melty things. That's a fact. If I can be of any kind of help, it'll be that. I've had 2 broken feet and y-axis error. My bed plates after auto leveling looks like a Pringle chip. Wow. Mine looked okay. I do have a broken foot. This one right here is broken. It's just under here right now. At the moment, it looks like I have 2 stripped screws, which I don't know how I'm going to get out yet, but we'll try with some other bits. Let's see. This whole thing is off. That one needs to come off. Let's get these 2. Creality posted the K2 assembly line videos. Like, it was crazy how much they were preparing. Nice. Yeah, that's good to know. I mean, you know, they are not taking this machine lightly. Like, this is their bread and butter. This is a serious machine. This is a crazy offering in 3D printing. So I believe that. How do you fix the Pringle chip? So you fix it by really slowly using your, looking at the graph and using your, underneath the bed, there is adjustment screws. You literally do that. You use them and you fix it. Slowly but surely. Can you show stripped screws on YouTube? Scandalous. When's the draw for wins? Shark bait, I usually do it at the end of the stream. And you have to be present for it. How do you know which way to turn the bed screws? So if you're saying yours is a chip, that means the edges, you have to screw them in. So you would do it clockwise to compress the springs. Just like an old school printer. Just like an old Ender. All right, so this one I cranked loose just by pushing it in more, but it's definitely stripped. And this is no, it's not a self-tapper. All right, so I'm gonna set this one to the side. Yep, that's a stripped one. And this one is too. I'm hoping I can use the same method here and get it loose. Let's see. Just kind of tilt it. Yep, I can. Okay. And these are not regular M3s, they're countersunk. I might have some of those somewhere. Okay, I was able to get it out, so at least that's good. But yeah, that's let's see. That is stripped on me. All right, let's see what's behind here. Nice, this thing is heavy. Wow, that's thicker than I expected. And it has standoffs on the other end. Interesting. That's really heavy. I guess they don't want that thing flexing. Holy moly, this thing is packed to the brim. K2 is my first printer. Oh, nice. That's your first printer? Man, that's like buying like a Porsche. That's like buying like a Porsche for your first car, man. You know what? Cheers on that. I'm trying a new Basil Hayden today. I got, what's it called? Not, what's the word? Not smoked. Not malt. Malt rye, I have that at the office. It's pretty good. Toasted. It's called toasted. So cheers to that. Righty tighty pulls the bed up and down. Lefty loosey pushes the bed up. Yes, and do it in very small increments. So if you have a taco like this, I would tighten the screws just by like a quarter a turn. Do your bed again. Take a look at the taco again. Go again. Do the bed again. And do it slowly but slowly until you get that thing as even as possible. That's how I do it, rah-rah. Take your time. What do you recommend doing once a print is completed on the K2 print combo? Leave filament in or retract? What do you mean? What do you recommend doing once a print is completed on the K2P combo? Leave filament in or retract? I would retract, once a print is done, I would retract all the way to the AMS if you have an option. Is that an option? I would expect it to do that. I wouldn't want to leave the filament in there just because it's an AMS unit. You take stuff in and out, or CFS. Have another shot for me. I live in a sober living home right now. Okay, sober's fine. Don't worry. You know, I'm not like boozing up in here. I really like the flavor, and you know, just a single finger today. Printed some prototype parts for coworker and ABS on my K1 Max. It printed all right, but made me want a K2 Plus for the heated bed. I totally understand that. Yeah, my K1 Max still prints all right. I still give it like, you know, like a 4 out of 5 or like an 8 out of 10, like an 8.5 out of 10. I think mine in particular is just old now. Like I've printed so many hours on it, and it's still with the stock nozzle, and I think it just needs a little refresh. All right, let's take a closer look at what the heck is going on in here. My table's covered in beverages, so let me move those so I can like put the camera a little closer for you guys. Okay, that foot almost went into my coffee. Here we go. All right, let me make sure this thing isn't zoomed in because it seems like it's pretty darn far. Nope, it's not zoomed in. All right, so Oh, one other thing I wanted to talk about is HFS Tools send me their infrared cam, and this thing is awesome. Like, it's a handheld, pretty large thing. My dad needed it for something, and I let him borrow it until next week. So I would definitely want to incorporate this into my testing. This one specifically is really good. I do have another one. So later, maybe we'll mess around with this heater and see what's up. I do have another one, but the problem is it needs an Android device specifically, and my Android device selection is pretty weak. No, it's all good. It's all good, man. We all go through stuff. It's all good. K2 under the thermal is pretty awesome. Oh, you took a look at it? Nice. Hold on a sec, guys. Let me just check my message. Oh, I had a message from some family. Hold on one sec, guys. Sorry. Anyway. Are they using closed loop steppers or just steppers with a closed loop controller? This is a good question. Let's figure that out. Oh yeah, going DH. That was amazing. Text stream. Nah, sorry, I had to answer that though. Yeah, that was a really cool stream. Super inspiring, just amazing. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's close this tripod. Sorry guys for this view. But let's take a closer look at what we got. So this is the board, the main board on here, and boy have they gotten small, huh? So everything is glued down, it looks like. Oh, sorry guys, I was looking. Here, let me set this thing down so you guys can have a view. There are no open anything, so it looks like they're just using this thing really specifically. It looks like there's little sister boards for things, like for example, this is for the AMS, or the CFS, excuse me. This looks like power delivery to everything right over here, and it has a little protector plate. Everything is crimped. There are no soldered tinned wires. That's fantastic. There is a nice fan on there. Nice blower fan blowing onto the hot components. There is a thermal fuse on the heater. Really, really nice. Chitty, see that? Although this heater is nowhere near as powerful as Chitty Tech's. Chitty Tech's heater is amazing. And okay, so here it looks like we have a little sister board that powers the self-tensioning motors for the steppers. To answer your stepper question, looks like the 24-volt fans. To answer your stepper question, I can't see the little board, but these are, it looks like these are, you know, steppers with a closed loop board attached to them. I don't know if that matters for anybody or not. The filtration fans, you know, they're pretty, it's a pretty weak filtration system, but at least it's nice that there's two of them. That is a lot of moving air for filtration, so that's nice. So I can't hate too much. Wow, this is a really, really clean setup, I gotta say. Like, yeah, there's a lot of wires, because admittedly there kind of has to be, right? Like, there's a lot going on this thing. Hold on, guys, I'll move it. How do the drive belts compare to the Plus 4? So, Thomas, the Plus 4 uses a completely different pitch belt. I don't remember the exact spec of it, but it uses a different pitch on the belts. So these are just larger belts, but the Plus 4 uses a completely different belt. And that belt, it's supposed to help with not having any VFA, and it does. If you guys saw my latest video, Thomas, if you saw my last video, I directly compared all of these machines, and the Plus 4 had the least amount of artifact on it by quite a bit. So I thought they were using servo, not steppers. They're using closed loop motors, which are technically servos. Like there's that conversation, like which is which. I take the part number off that stepper motor. Okay, let's see if I can see something. No, there's no numbers on them. They're pitch black. Usually there's like a Creality sticker on them or something, but this doesn't have anything. And because of this automatic tensioning system, I'm not just gonna pop them off. We might be able to see the ones underneath for the Z. So maybe we'll close this back up in a few minutes here and see what's underneath, because there's a giant cavity down there on the bottom. But maybe we'll have a little bit of a closer look there. As far as the power supply, it's still a 350 24 volt supply. It's their own Creality one. They've been putting that into all their machines, really. But man, what a clean setup back here, guys. The Polymaker discount lasted less than 3 seconds. Couldn't even use it. Oh yeah, when they were reaching. Yeah, I was there on and off the entire stream. It was pretty cool. Does anyone know of HEPA filters for the 3D printers? You can make them yourself. I've done that on my Trident. I made my own. I used a large HEPA filter that I cut and kind of shoved into a 3D printed piece. So you could always do that. But this, you can measure those. You can measure that and buy them online. What's the brand of the PSU, Caleb? It's a Creality 350 24. So they have their own. It's not a Meanwell, but they've had their own since the K series came out. Looks like a ton of sensors. No, not a ton of sensors. Just, you know what this looks like to me? This looks like the evolution of their engineering. Like, this looks awesome. This board is just only what they need and nothing else. They broke it, and instead of having these controllers for these motors, they have them here to keep the wiring shorter to the motor. I don't know. It looks so clean. Like there's a ton of wiring, but it's managed pretty well. It's not as crazy of a spaghetti as I've seen. This fan is nice to see. So because they're not stepper motors, there's no driver related heat sinks or anything. Because I guess those drivers are on the bottom here and they're like enclosed individually. Kind of interesting, honestly. Yeah, the fact that they have self-tensioning there is insane. Yeah, super clean. Super clean, pretty rigid. The motherboard looks like a pita to replace. I mean, yeah, they did glue everything, but other than that, it's just plugs. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wait, did I go around already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20 connectors, that's a lot. This thing is busy, and that's what I mean. Like, look how clean that is for having so many connections. Amazing. It's pretty good. And also, by the way, this machine runs off of these steppers. What? And by steppers, I mean, they're not linear motors, servos, whatever you want to call them. But like that? Is that not impressive? That's pretty impressive. What does the heater's SSR look like? That's a great question. Let me see if I can spot one. And is it built into that radiator? No, it's got to be right here. Yep, it's right here. This is the SSR. You know what? Let's take off that cover here. I'm going to try to balance this thing a little bit. The SSR is underneath of this where all the hot stuff is. Same one? Yes. It's behind the sneeze guard. All right, so, yep, right here. So they got heat sinks on the, what are those things called? I forgot what those things are called, but they got heat sinks on them, which is correct. And this right here is the SSR. So once again, they have their own controller here. Yeah, it looks super clean, guys. I dig it. I think this is exactly what everyone asked for. Like you know, everyone wanted this size machine with multicolor, Core XY, super fast, and this is it, right? Like this is the delivered machine. I don't know what I expected in here, and I usually really like, you know, to see like open source components and stuff and all that. But you know, you got to give it to them. Like they're really trying to make their own engineered like stuff, and this is looking good. It just looks like a quality assembled, like nicely thought out, engineered piece of equipment in here. I dig it. This is cool. There's no like weird chutes or anything. Everything has its own little spot and compartment. You know, like it's cool. I dig it. I'm glad I got a chance to take a look in here. I wasn't gonna do it, but I was like, you know what? Rectifiers. Thank you, Frank. Man. Do you get some interesting vibration around 100 hertz when input shaping? Yes and no. I don't know exactly around when. And like I said, I've had a very limited time with this machine because I've kind of been away. That's exactly what it is. They like to call them hybrid servos, but it's really a stepper motor with an encoder. Yep. Yep. Hey, Steve. Kind of a boring question compared to everyone else's, but are they using threaded inserts or self-tapping screws for that back panel? I think everything that goes into the plastic is self-tapping. There's only 4 total. The rest are all into the aluminum. This whole thing is a single, you know, a giant aluminum frame. So most of the back pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws on the outside go right into aluminum. So it's a good call, Patriot. They'll probably have something, I'm sure. Oh, I thought you meant you're still waiting on a sale like it. You're still waiting to get yours from the sale. I see. We're all geeking out with you. Yeah, hopefully you are, because I definitely am, Joe. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. Yes, Justin 3D. That's why we took that off. So that yellow piece that you see shining through, that's the actual SSR for the heater. Where does the poop go? It comes out right here. It's a really short, like that's the chamber right there. Like it doesn't fall far, or it just comes right out. Yeah, this is definitely really nice to see. Good job, Creality. Really cool. All right, I don't know what else. You guys have any more questions before I close this up? I do see a fuse right on the board, which is kind of nice right there. I don't know exactly what it's for, but it is there. And like I said, the heater, nice to see the thermal fuse on there. I wish I could see what number was on it. I don't see what number it's on there, but the fact that it's there is nice. Nice slim fan on there. And you know, it is a very large chamber. It does take some time to heat with the heater. Way longer than the Plus 4, for example. Way longer than the Plus 4 with the modification that I did as well, because the Plus 4 heats real fast with that thing. But yeah, super nice. Magneto Poop slides coming soon. I already did their little one. I glued some little magnets on there. So, but yeah, I'm sure there's magnetic all over the place. It has a giant steel sheet on the back here. Yep, steppers and servers are two completely different animals, but adding encoder to a stepper is a nice upgrade. Same for my Voron, heat soak wise. Yep, yeah, same for my Voron as well. Man, this thing is hefty. It's thick. She thick right here. Or he. Whatever. Alright, let's see. And it has little standoffs and it kind of pops into place, which is nice. There we go. Let's get something on here. How about the two top ones? And you know what? I'll do them by hand for good measure. Yeah, so these go into just aluminum, into the enclosure. And then the ones in the center, like here, it's just out of view. That goes into plastic. There's poop chute designs for K2 already as well as you can print. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. Is there any way to take off the side panels? Looks like they're just glued in. That is a great question. I will take a look when we rotate this thing, because keep in mind it's not easy to rotate. This thing is heavy. Can it be insulated at all? Yes. Yeah, it can definitely be insulated. I mean, everything with a flat piece can be insulated. All right, so here's the thing. I'm gonna run out of hardware here because I had two that were stripped. I don't exactly remember which ones they were, but here, this one looks like it needs one. And I think I have some of these to put in place from other projects. I'll check. Although it'll be fine if it's missing two. All right, so then we have these two are from here, right? Yeah, it's these two. So these two are self-tapping because they go into the poop chute. All right, so then we got two right here, right in the middle, that are also self-tapping. One and two up here. There we go. And then these slightly larger ones are on the sides. That is for the spool holder. And they go into metal as well, but they're M4 screws. All right, that's good. I have one missing right here, and one missing up there, which that one we don't need. This would be nice. Let me see if I can find one real quick in my spare hardware. That would be up there under miscellaneous hardware. Let's see. Do I have any? Maybe. Yes. Let's see if this is too long or not. It is indeed too long. Nice to see the Ethernet plug. Yeah, yeah, it's like 77 pounds. Yeah, it's very, very heavy. Very heavy. Do I have a smaller one? Aha! I do. And it's black. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, good. Oh, I put it in the wrong one. I didn't need it here. I need it over here. There we go. No more vibration there. All right, and these two stripped ones, we're just gonna get rid of the evidence. See ya. All right, guys, I'm thinking let's look at the bottom. These screws are bad, lead them force wiggle. Yes, yep, this is true. That's why on bed slingers, usually you want those Z couplers to be loose so they can kind of move with the lead screw wobble but still go up and down as smoothly as possible. Hey Eric, how you doing? Hey Justin 3D, thank you for subscribing to the channel, appreciate it. Have you had any issues with the K2 yet? I have had a few errors here and there, just by like reloading the color filament and whatnot. I have only printed what you guys have seen in my testing, and like this, you know, and my giant logo, you know, filled the whole bed. I did like, you know, when it was trying to switch between filaments, it was throwing some kind of errors, and I would just come up and hit retry and it would just do it. And that was in my review. I'm not sure why that happened. I think that's just some quirky nonsense that they're gonna fix via firmware. But other than that, nothing. Everything else I've done, it printed great, like really great. At the top of the results from other machines here at the studio. I heard the bottom portion is hollow, leave room for future mods, which is neato. I heard that too. I don't know how much of that is true, like as far as the intention goes. Like I totally believe that it's hollow. It's hard to believe that it's for mods. I do want to check, because I do want to see if we can find the motor, information on the motors. So here, let's do this. Let's move the table down some. All right, and let me take my broken foot out. And the only way to fix mine is I would have to drill out that hole. So for now, it just rests on it. It is definitely heavy enough to not matter. All right, what's the best way to do this? I need to lean it onto that side, or? Yeah, I mean, this side is the most flat. So here, let's do it this way. Let me angle it and rotate it. I mean, this thing is just an absolute heft. Oh, side panels, side panels, side panels. They are indeed glued in. I don't think there's any hardware for them. Yeah, the side panels are glued in. I'm thinking heat gun, push from the other side. You might be able to get them out. Why you would want to, I'm not sure. All right, let's get to the bottom of this. You guys like my pun? All right. We are at the bottom. FlexiSpot, yes, love FlexiSpot. I actually just contacted them to work with them further, because I love their tables, and I want to redo my studio. So we'll see. I would love to work with them, because this table is amazing. I have the what's it called? Q9, I think, the heavy duty quad motor table with a kitchen island tabletop on top. So it's an absolutely massive, massive table, and it holds everything and then some. Like, I have this machine on it, but then also still that way, I have a V0 with a whole bunch of game consoles and my lap, you know, everything. It holds so much. This table is unbelievable. It looks like this bottom panel is made of the same style steel as the back was, so pretty thick. I also think a clear polycarbonate. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible. Since it's glued, I just don't know how it's glued. Come on, panel. Where are my tweezers at? Oh, it's because I didn't do this one. I went to the theater to see a show about puns. You can see it was a play on words. I like it. Holy moly, okay. You guys weren't kidding. You guys weren't kidding, it's empty. Like it's empty. You know what it's missing? Oh, come on. How about that? That's there forever now. Would you use your FlexiSpot for a print table as opposed to workbench? Yeah, that's my goal. I want to clean this place up and make it a little bit more minimal. So I definitely want to use FlexiSpot tables for that. They are so rigid. They're far more rigid than a normal table. They have, you know, a giant metal frame. They're very heavy duty. At least this quad leg one is. I print on it all the time. Sometimes I have 2 printers running on it. So whenever I do testing of printers, they're not already something that I have, they're on a FlexiSpot table. The fact that I can pick it up and down and, you know, work on it, and, you know, I can get the table literally eye height. Like so you don't have to like bend down or do anything. They're really nice. They're not cheap, but it is a really, really high quality item. So the size of Texas. I mean, maybe I should have just double side taped this bad boy on there. Underglow. I actually did that to my here, I'll show you. I did that to my Trident, and that was the inspiration, actually. Let it it'll take a second to boot up. You might be able to see it from there once all the LEDs kick on. Wait for it. And actually, I think by now, all right, this guy. I think by now wait, is this one? Yeah, left hand, right? No, right hand? See, it's too busy of a background. Come on, left hand? Hey. Hey. There it goes. This thing's still turning on, huh? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so I have red underglow. Do you guys see that from there? There we go. Now we're ready. So we have red underglow and then breathing red LEDs when it's idle. I have my logo in the center there. So this, the underglow is definitely inspired by vehicle underglow there. Come on, camera. There we go. Thank you. Sometimes it listens. Hey, bearded printer, what's going on? Does the nylon tube rub on the top glass much? I don't know. I haven't had it enough. I haven't had it long enough. Yes. Yeah, it totally rubs. There, can you guys see right there? That's all from printing my multicolor logo. You can see the circle. So yeah, it definitely rubs on the top. I think pretty much all of my machines rub on the top. I don't think, you know, that's like a standard that they've all just worked under now. Well, if he gets the printer high, he'll have a new ceiling. I mean, they go, I can definitely hit the ceiling. I'll definitely hit the ceiling. Hey, Don Ash, how you doing? Chris Barth. Whoever wanted the front poop chute, you could probably put a nice pull-out drawer under the printer. Nice, utilizing that amazingly empty space in the bottom. That is true. You could technically take that out. I mean, this frame looks so nice. Can you guys see that down here? Oh, right, I forgot. Hold on. Can you guys see that? Like, the frame is nice. Okay, so we still can't get to the motors. As in, like, I can't see what they are or a part number. None of that. So that didn't really help, unfortunately. Oh, and here you can see how my foot sheared off. So that's the original hardware. Can I get to it from that side? No, I mean, I can feel it, but that's not something you can get out. The only way to get that out is to drill it out. But yeah, I mean, even down here, the wire management is great. It's really good. Little optical sensor. Yeah, I mean, there's not much going on down here, if at all. But it's really nice to see this frame. And this is an interesting take. Like, they could have easily put those on the inside of the machine with a little bump outs and give the machine this space. But they chose to specifically make a false floor. And it's not like there's like openings on the front, you know, or the back. Like, it's a giant thing of aluminum. So I'm wondering why the intention, like what is it for? There's got to be some reason, some future related thing. I do see also that in the framing of it, there are some threaded holes. I can't tell if they're just used from the other side, which they probably are now that I say it out loud. That's probably how everything is held. But it's super clean, very clean. I kind of wish that I could have seen the, you know, the motors, the numbers. Oh, here we go. You can see something. It says Creality 4248. I doubt that's anything. Let's see. Creality 4248 motor. Yeah, I guess that's just their standard stepper motor. And you can't see. Let's see. What if we type in K2 Plus stepper motor? Maker base pops up. You know, I don't think they use anything from Maker base. Honestly, I think they made their own. But nothing really comes up. Let's see. Stepper motor. How about we just type in motor? K2 Plus motor replacement. Replace K2 Plus extrusion assembly. Color printer. It's probably too new. Oh yeah, I guess we could take apart the hot end assembly as well. Although to me that's a lot less interesting. So yeah, nothing on the motors yet. Let's see, Creality 42, 48, 42, 48. Yeah, 42, 48 standard motor. Yeah, so it's a standard motor with a controller on it. But what's interesting is the controller on it is, what's it called? Like, it's not like it's in a metal casing, right? Yeah, that's plastic. Or is it? Yeah, it's in a plastic casing with no air going around it at all. Sorry, this is answer to the step away. Screws false floor inside the bottom of the cavity. They're on the inside of the machine, so if you open the front door, you can take this false floor out. That's what's cool. Does anyone know if Micro Center will be selling this? Probably. Probably, I'm assuming. They have a contract with Creality. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure either. Is it closed loop? Is that what they want to call it? Yeah, I mean, the only thing we could find is, like, the closest thing we can find are these Maker Base servo motors. What's this? Nope. And I'm assuming this is just a stepper. Yeah, I mean, this is the same idea. It looks very different, obviously. But yeah, this is the same idea. It has its own controller directly on it. But see, like, this requires heat sinks. I wonder if there's heat sinks underneath of that plastic. I don't know. It's all speculation at this point. Until they release their own, it's hard to tell what it is. Like I said, there's unfortunately no easy way to remove one of them. I haven't used the machine enough to be able to do it yet. Like, maybe after I have it for a little bit longer, I'll remove mine. But I still want to do some more testing and do a proper review on it, you know? Creality closed loop stepper. NEMA 17 closed loop motor. I mean, that is what they call them, isn't it? Yeah, I think until they make it available, it's going to be pretty hard to find what it is. Yeah. Here it is. Like, this is the type of controller that's on there. Similar plugs? No, both the plugs are on the same side. Yeah, like this has a plug here and a plug here. On the Creality one, they're just on the same side. But I bet it's this that's on there. And they call this a closed loop stepper motor driver for a NEMA 17. So yeah, they could legitimately be what a closed loop motor is, but it uses a stepper motor. Best Buy is gonna start carrying printers. Oh, okay. I'm not worried. They have left-handed drill bits and screws. Yeah, they do. Yeah. It just has to be, you just have to lay it down like this and drill it out. AO stepper, steppers with encoder feedback, not a bad price, $38. Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, Numeric, how you doing? I watched the video, the new factory walkthrough as they're assembled with these, and they look very well done. Can anybody link me to that video? I would love to watch it. I wonder if it's like a Hall effect sensor. I wouldn't know. Does it fit through a standard door? The machine? Yes. All right, well, nothing else to see here, I guess. I'll just put that back. And if you guys want to check out the extruder, we can do that too. But that's up to you. The extruder and hot end assembly are far less exciting as compared to this stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed. Usually we do one of these and it's just like everything's totally okay. But that's legitimately wow. You guys do as I say and not as I do. There we go. There we go. I have to get some leverage under there. Harbor Freight extractor kit. The extractor kit won't work. I snapped a tiny bit. Yeah, that's the story with them, isn't it? There are some really great things at Harbor Freight. For example, they have really good jacks. I had this low profile jack for my GTI from when I was, I guess 17, 18 years old. I bought it. And I still have it till this day and still use it. And it's still perfectly functional. There's a couple of Pittsburgh tools that are really good. Their welder is surprisingly decent, especially their new Hercules line. I've made an entire exhaust with one on my Impreza. All kinds of stuff. They have a bunch of decent things, but some of the small tools are just absolute junk. I'm actually getting a Harbor Freight right by my house. Don Ash Factory Tour. So that's just what it's called, Creality Factory Tour. I'll find it easily. Yeah, Guardian. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. I have drill bits right up here. My drill is upstairs, but worst comes to worst, I can drill in an M3 hole. I have a tap. If it's like really in there and I can't drill it, I'll tap in there and drill it out. Get it out that way. Did you get your free filament from Creality? No, Andrew, because since I'm a YouTuber / reviewer, they don't send me that stuff. I only got the machine itself. All right, let's see if I can get this thing up. There's a joke in there somewhere. All right, let's go forwards with it. All right, then let's get my broken foot under there. All right. So what do you guys think about this? You guys want to take a look at what's under the extruder? Like I said, I know this is a lot less exciting than what we were just looking at, but could be interesting as well. Kevin Azor did the walkthrough. Oh, okay, cool. Creality behind the scenes factory tour. Let's see, copy text. Whoops. Copy text. Kevin Gates. Let me put a Creality in there. Kevin's first 3D printing journey? No. You know what? Why don't we just go to their YouTube page? Oh, that's Sam. Where's Creality's? Creality 3D. Videos. Oh, is it behind the scenes stuff? I guess it looks like it's not on their main channel. Sounds interesting. Let's get my broken foot under that. Lord. What's under the hot plate? What do you mean? I'm not sure if you discussed this, but there's some good file options out there already, sending poop around the corner. Yeah, I definitely need to look at some. Like I mentioned, I have, for now, I have the one that's included on the, what's it called? On the USB drive, and I just glued some magnets because I didn't want to use hardware just to empty it, you know. So it's been good. I kind of just reach around the machine and grab that. But yeah, I would definitely like a new one. Fun Creality tour. Let's walk through it together. You won't believe it. All right, thank you. Let's copy that text. So this should be an exact title. Okay, yep. Oh, 1 day ago. Like, it's literally fresh. Creality 3D behind the scenes. Oh, this is Kevin's channel. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely watch that. Okay. Upgraded work at 2.2, and now I can't configure Octoprint to my printer's URL. Uh-oh, Mr. Flark. When you type in the IP address, click into one of the other like things you can type into. Just click into it, and I bet you're typing in and waiting for something to appear, because that's a big, like, it's not a glitch, but it's just the way that it works. Like, try to click away from it, and then it'll do it. Maybe, if that's your problem. Yeah, thank you, Don Ash. Thank you, everybody. Patriot too. What would be considered a poop tube? He said poop around the corner. Wow, that's funny. Nice wall of DeWalt. No, not quite. I'm just a big fan of yellow. I guess there is a single DeWalt piece on. Oh no, it's not. It's Stanley. Yeah, no DeWalt. I don't think I own a single DeWalt thing at all. I have a Porter cable out of everything. I got a drill one time as a gift. I think when we bought our house, someone gave me as a housewarming gift a Porter cable drill, and I had a Porter cable like little single-gallon compressor for just I think it was in the back of my truck. I mounted it in my Tacoma back in the day. Yeah, those two items were so good, I stuck with Porter cable. I just ended up using that ecosystem with the battery and buying all kinds of tools, and they've been phenomenal. One time I redid my entire flooring of my house on the middle floor there, the main floor, and we had a really creaky floor. It's an older home, and when I took the flooring off, I bought a 2,000 screw box of screws, and I used that drill to go into the joists down the line. Like I drew a line all the way throughout the entire house, and drilled into the joists to reconnect the floor again to stop it from creaking, and then put flooring down. And it lasted through that ordeal. I used it to mix the mortar for the brick for this, so you know, name brands are just name brands. Have you used the fluid interface with the K2? I have. I tried really hard to get the camera working. The only thing I got was adding 8000 at the end of the IP address to get the camera, but I can't seem to add it into the interface. Hey, Chili Wills, what's up? What's up? Anyway, let's take a look under here. I do like how easy this cover is to take off. Like they did a good job here as compared to the other ones. This is a unique hot end, I believe, as in compared to their previous machines. Looks like there's 2 mounts up top, 2 mounts right here, and this would just come off. Nice little clips to remove that. Yeah, okay, that should be easy. Can we slip this sock off to take a peek or no? No, it's held on there with thermal paste, I think. I mean, you know, this is definitely a lot less special than what we just looked at, and a lot less interesting, to be honest. There is a fan on the side here for the electronics that are behind the extruder, which is really cool. I guess, do you guys want me to take the extruder off and see what that's all about? You guys want to see it? Might as well, right? Because I guess that could be interesting. Looks like there's 3 screws that hold it. Why would they have 3 screws? Was that extra? We'll find out as soon as I remove it. Is there more? Okay, this is the perfect use of the flexi spot table right here. Can't go too low because I got stuff under it, but that helps a lot. Okay, and 1 on this side. And we're out. Interesting. Here, let's get this up. Give me a second, guys, with the camera. This, and then we can do this. Forgot I have that gimbal control. All right, and then I can just block it completely with my fingers. All right, so what am I looking at here? Can I unplug all of this? Why are there so many? There's 3 plugs. It looks like 2 plugs. This is a sensor, filament sensor, I'm guessing. Can we wiggle this? Yes, that's a very unique plug. First of all, that had a clip on it, so be careful taking that out. That is a really unique plug. That is not a standard connector whatsoever. All right, and then can I remove this? Oh, there's another one on the side. Yeah, there's another one down here. What's this one for? This says D. Oh, this is complicated. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm going to put this back and see if I can just take the cover off instead here. Wow, that is not a fun plug to take in or out. Like, I can't tell if that's in Interesting. All right, hold on. Let's take these two off. How to remove the extruder assembly, it says. Use an Allen wrench to remove the screws shown. Okay. One long, interesting screw. Okay, another screw. Don't fall off, gear. All right, here is this side of the extruder. We have a little backwards spring. Okay, what's this? Oh, here's the cutter. This is on a magnet, which is kind of neat. You can see it right there. So that has some magnetic action to it right there. This is our little filament sensor. You can see it functioning when I go in. That's really complicated. Yeah, but okay. Alignment looks really nice. Really compact piece. How do you take this out? This has like a pin and a spring. You definitely don't want this guy coming out of there. Now when that comes out, this thing is gone. All right, let's set that down. Let's look at this side. So this gear was already trying to fly out of here. Nice large gears. Bits of white on there already. Dual-sided bearings. Which way was this on here? I'm guessing it was this way. Or was it this way? I would think this way. Yeah. Okay. So we have some kind of sensor down here. What is this little guy? I can't tell what this is at all. There's a tiny little board right here that has its own plug. And then this is definitely an optical sensor. You can tell right there. So this is the filament. This is an optical sensor. So what's this? Is this something for the cutter? The motor is definitely closed loop in the same way. So that's interesting. The song is dope. Oh, I missed it. That was, oh yeah, that was minutes ago. I missed it. Like the music too. Thank you guys. You know what's interesting is I actually get a lot of comments on my videos. Almost every single time I make a video that people don't like my music, and they like call me names and get nasty about it. Like they're like, great video, but this music's absolute trash. Like you ruined this video with music. Like I get a lot. Like a surprising amount, to the point where I was thinking about not having music. But this is the stuff that I like hearing in the background. It like calms me down a bit. So yeah, it's nice to know that there's a few people that enjoy it. Is the extruder pressure adjustable? I'm not sure. That's a good question. Magnets that are running into a post cut. How many cuts that blade can make before getting dull? Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question. It looks like you could just completely slide it out, so I'm guessing they're going to be repairable, or replaceable rather. I think chill background music is always fine. Yeah, I thought so too. But like I said, I think every single video that I've posted for the past few years, people have complained about it, and like in like a nasty way. Not like a, you know, like if I was to do it and I didn't like if there was, I don't know. Actually, I wouldn't care if there was music playing. But I would be like, yo, awesome video, you know, but maybe chill on the music or something. You know, just. Some people come at you like real blatant because they're hidden behind the internet. They would never say that to me in my face. Anyway, that's the extruder. Surprisingly complicated, to be honest. Surprisingly complicated. So when this is here, okay, so this whatever this thing is, this little sensor, it has to do with the cutter, because it touches this flat part right here on the cutter. Yeah, where this blade is. So I wonder if it's like some kind of position sensor. All right, let's see if I can mesh these things together to put them back in here. Can I spin it with my finger? Okay, why won't you go in? Am I supposed to put this on this side first? Let's see if I'm supposed to do that. All right, what's in the way here? Oh, did I get it? Yep, okay, so yeah, so put the gear on there first. All right, noted. Thermistor sensor, thermal runaway. Well, there's also electronics on the back here. There's even a separate fan on the side. And I only know that because that's how the K machines are. And I'm guessing that's got to be similar. One of the errors I got initially was cutter misalignment. Oh, okay, so that's got to be it. So there is a cutter related sensor. I'm on 60. If I could like the music, then nice. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, you know, I try to keep it in the background. Like, it's not like I'm putting like something with lyrics on there. Or, you know, I understand it might be distracting for some people, but I figured I'd talk loud enough. Probably lets the system know that it's been cut before retracting. Yeah, for sure. There's a cut calibration. Really? POS? Really? Guardian. That's actually pretty cool. A cut calibration. Hey, Scott. For more than 4 colors, how does the filament get managed, routed, multiple CFSs? I'll show you when we put that back in. But there is a really similar to how Bamboo does it, to be honest. Actually, not even similar. It's exactly how Bamboo does it. Here, I gotta move this thing to the side to put this one back in. All right, so extruder is pretty easy to take apart and remove. So, whoops, sorry guys, I'm knocking you around. So that's pretty nice. Nothing tricky about that at all. By the way, there isn't 4. I don't know what that one screw was that I took on the side out, but it looks like you can take it out with 3, just like the original. I wonder if this mounting is the same as the other extruder. Because if that's true, I wonder if this is the unit that they will be giving us. Ooh, that's interesting. I wonder if that's how they're gonna do it. It has an incorporated cutter, sensor for the cutter. Man, I don't have any of that stuff out here. So in my how-to for the Ender 3, hold on guys, hold on, let me show you. So let's see. If we go to my videos, and then we go to this guy, come on, commercials. Are you getting another extruder? No, I'm not. Some people are never happy. Yeah, don't I know it. Okay, so in this video right here, so the stock extruder, let's see if I can find, okay, here we go. So this is the back of the Ender 3 V3 series extruder. So this whole thing, as you can see with the stepper motor and the extruder assembly together, slides right in. And the reason why I'm noting this is because there's several empty connectors, and one of them I used for the filament sensor. And you can easily find it in Clipper. Like, yeah, there's one more empty one down there. And now I'm thinking, I wonder if, yeah, here's how we do it. Yeah. So let's see where I paste it. Yeah, so PA1 is the filament sensor on the Ender board. I wonder if this is going to be a drop-in to those machines, and that's how they're going to do it. It's going to be, you're going to buy a CFS and a extruder assembly, and you'll have to put the extruder, drop-in extruder, into your current K series or Ender 3 V3 series machine, and you'll be able to use the empty plugs to essentially do it. I wonder if that's how they're going to do it. And if that's not how they're going to do it, maybe that's how we're going to do it. It sounds like I should try to get a hold of one of these, huh? As in, like, separately. I'm pretty interested in that. That seems kind of neat. Yeah, let's put the final screw in here before I forget. Otherwise, yeah. So far, everything about this machine that we've uncovered today has been pretty darn good. Like, I'm thoroughly impressed with how it's built and put together. The components used just seems legit. Seems like Creality is not playing games. Like, this is their best foot forward. It's their own thing. It's not a copy of a copy of a copy. This is their own thing. It's kind of neat. I like that they didn't put a heater just in here somewhere. They chose to do 2 120 fans because they could have easily done that. No, they did their own thing by putting it in the middle there. You know, double filtration is interesting. Thermistor, pretty good. Yeah, this is legit. This is legit. Good job, Creality. Good job, Creality. The only weird thing is that this thing homes on the bottom and drops to the bottom. I totally understand why it drops and all that stuff, but I feel like, you know, for me, I use all of my machines. I don't know if you guys can tell, they're all filled with filament. I keep filament inside my machines because they never go all the way to the bottom, or almost never. And when they're printing, they heat and keep my filament dry. But you can't do that with this machine, even with all of this real estate. And there is no space for a spool for down there, unless you open the bottom up and maybe put one flat. That could probably fit. But then again, once again, you'd have to lift this build plate up to be able to put it down there, and there's no point in doing that at all. There's no benefit. Pretty rad. Pretty rad. Have you noticed any print issues with the 2 Z-screw setup versus triple? No. Well, don't forget, Chris, on the Bamboo, it's actually 1 Z motor and a belt system. This is 2 individual, which means that this would be way better than the 3 that are belted, because it can do a tilt adjustment really quickly by just probing one side and then the other side. Which is how Vorons do it and have been doing it for a very long time, and many other machines that have individual Z screws. So technically speaking, I would prefer this. I would think this would be better. Speaking of doing their own thing, I hovered over a controlling Creality print, and it inadvertently referred its own function as an Orca function. Well, yeah. The software is definitely not their own. I'm talking about the engineering behind this machine, you know? The software part, that's different. But yeah, I know what you mean there too. I know what you mean. Yep, yeah, definitely. 100%. All the prints I see coming off YouTube seem like they have Z banding. Is this the same as yours? Drunken, to be 100% honest, I haven't had enough time with the machine. I just put a video out, last week? Last week, where I compared 5 of the best machines that I have here. The K2 Plus was one of them, but since doing those tests, I haven't had the chance. Actually, you know what? I have the torture toasters about to go into recycling. X1C, I can show it to you real quick. Magneto. K1 Max. Gotta be this one, right? K2 Plus. Here we go. Here is a torture toaster in super hot red, and of course it's coming out for some reason orange on this camera. But as you can see, it is here. I'm trying to get the light. Like, I have maximum amounts of lights. I have 2 above me, and 1 on the side directly at me. So this is the harshest lighting that you're gonna find. But you know, I know this is not a tall print, but definitely really nice results. There's a stringing test. So yeah, I compared them with a bunch of machines. Here, let me put this thing back. This definitely is loose. These things, what are they called? Yeah, I think 0.2 moves. Yeah, 0.2 moves, 0.1 is seized. And 0.3, 0.4, and 0.5 are pretty darn loose, to the point where you can remove the little sliders out of there. Like, this one's trying to fall out. Oh well. But yeah, otherwise a really good toaster. Here's the cooling capabilities. Definitely amongst the best. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy good. Look at the overhang. So yeah, like I said, I haven't had much of a chance to use it, and now that I'm back, I plan on it. In fact, I was thinking of maybe doing one of those rocket engines, but I already have one up there. But that could be something fun to print that's just tall and kind of shows it all off. Thanks for that Z screw explanation. Actually, I didn't know it was a single motor belt. Yeah. So it's not only on the bamboo. The previous Creality machines, the K series, all have single motors as well, and it's just like a belt system. So that's why some people complain about their bed being messed up, is because you can't you can skip teeth and do all kinds of tricks to get it right, but because it's belted, you have no control over it. Like how the bed is set, that's just how it works. But on these, like I said, it you know, on this one, I think it falls all the way to the bottom, and that makes it you know, even, because you can start it up like, you know, with one of these things lifted up and messed up, and it corrects itself really quickly. But yeah, it'll just do one pop there, and then bam, it'll make it as even as it can, you know, to the actual gantry, which is way more important than the chassis itself, because it's actually not leveling. It's supposed to be tramming, and tramming means it has to be parallel to the gantry itself. So any amount more than one of individual Z's is good. Obviously the Trident, the Voron Trident, kind of like, you know, showcases the 3 individual, and a bunch of new machines have that. For example, what has that? What's a new one? Does the Plus 4 have 3? I don't remember if the Plus 4 is 2 or 3, but the Plus 4 does Z-tilt as well. So I've seen some slightly bent lead screws in the K2 as well. Might be the reason we're seeing Z banding. It's true, yeah, and they are held at the top for whatever reason. Oh no, they're not. They're loose on top, so that's just the cover. So yeah, even if the lead screws are bent, that wouldn't matter whatsoever. The lead screw could be all kinds of crazy, it wouldn't play a role because these are massive. What is this? 12 mils? 10 mils? Yeah, these could be bent all day. It wouldn't matter. These are giant. Whoops. Inches. What the heck? 12 mil. So we got 12 millimeter dual rods on a metal chassis. This lead screw can be a freaking S-curve. It wouldn't matter. As long as it lifts, as long as those threads are on there even, this thing is going to go up. So if there's some kind of Z-banding, it has to do with something else. It's probably not due to the bent lead screws, at least. So it has optical sensors at the bottom. Oh, right. We saw those from the bottom. That's true. Yeah, that's true. I'm thinking I might wait for the Bamboo announcement before pulling the trigger. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You know, they have quite the reputation for machines, and they're they're in a spot to lead. Even still, the X1C and the other Bamboo machines are still amazing. So if they can improve on them, like what are they going to do to improve? It's got to be multi-tool head, right? You know, they got to do something, because there are companies that are coming out with better things. Like for example, I have the T1 Pro coming, and that's much faster than the actual X1C can print. It has obviously other downsides, but so we're getting up there in speed, and they used to be leading, you know. They're matching with quality of machines and the ability to do multicolor, so that's not leading anymore. So whatever they come up with, hopefully it's as good as the X1C and what it did for the, for the 3D printing community, because it's going to be big. And you know what? I wouldn't count these guys out either. Like, this is a massive, massive, massive company, and they clearly are on a whole different, playing field now with their engineering. So, the Z banding is probably squareness. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, like it could be just a bad mesh. Like, there are, what's it called, ways to adjust the bed. So maybe because it's constantly moving, because their bed mesh isn't perfect, maybe that's throwing it off. Like, it's just because it's moving around, and maybe it's worth taking the time to home, run bed mesh and then adjust the screws until it's it's as close to perfect as you can. So. I ordered the S1 Pro and they refused to send it to the UK. Wow, that's really unfortunate. I don't have the S1 Pro coming. I have the T1 Pro coming. But I have a V400 right there. So I'm really excited to see the evolution. I really love Deltas. Isn't Bamboo and Prusa both have a big printers Q1 coming? I mean, Prusa has had the XL this entire time. It's been crushing with the XL. It's an amazing machine, and multicolor with zero trash. Meanwhile, Bamboo's been trashing everything. Well, Creality's doing it too with the poops. Yeah, but you got to pay to play with that Prusa. It's really expensive. It's with the four and five heads. How much is it? Like 35, 4,500, 5,000. It's no joke. So I think Bamboo is gonna. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. I think Bamboo is gonna match the XL. But yeah, Q1 is gonna be crazy. There's a bunch of machines coming in Q1. Flash Forge has the super affordable 5MX, I think it's called. I'm getting that one as well. Yeah, there's a bunch coming that are going to be pretty freaking cool. Yep. Yeah. The Plus 4 is a great current machine. Great current machine. Do we have a way to get Bamboo multicolor prints into Creality prints or Orca with the colors intact yet? Yeah, any of the slicers that are based on Orca will be able to print to a Bamboo machine. You can literally use 3MF files from MakerWorld and drag them into Creality Print and Chitty Studio and Orca Slicer, and they work in there just fine because they're literally all Orca Slicer. So. Like even if they're not visible profiles, they're still in there. Even Elegoo has a Core XY, right. What's that called? I don't remember, but I haven't dealt with them in a long time, so I don't have one of those coming, unfortunately. How much do you think the new Bamboo will cost? I think they're going to target around the $3,000 range. Purely speculation based on just a guess, but I have a feeling it'll be twice the cost of an X1C, which initially was what, $1,500. So I think it's going to be $3,000. All right, guys, I think that's going to be it for me for today. I think with this said, let's do our giveaway. I'm going to give you guys a few more minutes to jump in here. So if you guys want a chance to win a spool of PLA Plus, go ahead and jump into that link that's pinned at the top of the chat. There's 55 folks in there now. So yeah, let's see. It's 10:52. How about this? Let's just do 11. Right at 11 we'll do it. And you know what, I'll while you guys jump in there, let me set that time in here. Let's see, edit. Yep, yeah, I typed in the wrong time in here, so let's do 11 and update. And let's see if this updates. There we go, 6 minutes left. And there's now 59 folks. Yeah, so if you're in the United States and you're gonna stick around, let me know. All right, that'll be good. And don't forget to answer that question. Do you care if your next machine has a multi-material color system in it? You know what we'll do? How about I'll read some of those. Prusa sells $4,400 with 5 tool heads, enclosure, and assembled. Oh, okay, so it was a little cheaper than I thought. That's a lot. That's a lot. But also not a lot. I don't know, it just depends. It depends on what you're using this thing for. And yes, please, thank you, Gryfang, I appreciate that. Great stream and showing off. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Using Winamp's the best. You gotta use Winamp. Is there even another option, really? What, Napster? Come on, like. Cheers, guys. You know, this is the first stream I think I finished my whiskey before I finished my coffee. I don't think I've done that in a long time. VLC? No way. No, so I'm on a Mac, and this is called Reamp. It's made to look like Winamp, and it actually uses official Winamp skins. So if you go to like archive.org, you can actually download any of the original skins that you might have had from back in the day. I know there's like an endless library at this point, and you can actually apply them here. But all the background music I own because I have a license for them, and they all download as MP3s for video editing. So I have this giant library of MP3 files, and since I can't just play any music in the background of YouTube with monetization on, this is just a really easy way for me to to play music. In production, the Prusa would be a great choice, I bet too. Yeah. I mean, I would love to work with Prusa. They've been, I can count on one hand the amount of companies that I haven't worked with, and Prusa is number one. My contact at Prusa has never replied to me, unfortunately. I really like the guy. We chatted a couple times in person, but they've never got, maybe they just don't get my emails or something, which is totally possible. But yeah, I'd love to test some Prusa machines. You know, they're obviously a pinnacle as a company in in 3D printing and how they approach everything. The fact that the machinery and everything that they make and use is all printed and rep wrap, it's amazing. They get credit, but not enough credit. I think a lot of people are coming into 3D printing now, and especially these Bamboo fanboys that just don't quite understand the brilliance of Prusa and how they do things. So I'd love to showcase that off at some point. Any tips for starting resin printing? Yeah, don't. I'm kidding. I do have a resin machine back there that I occasionally use. I'm just not a big fan. It's messy, smelly. They do produce some amazing prints. I actually did something for a friend recently on it. I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan. I'm probably not the right person to ask. Get gloves. Protect your skin. Don't touch anything. Don't touch resin. You know, it's toxic, and it gets more toxic as you touch it. So you won't have a reaction likely at all for a while until you do, and you don't want that. Your skin will peel. But don't worry about it touching here and there. But you definitely want to protect yourself. You want gloves. You want some kind of filtration system for air because it's just straight resin. Yeah, so if you want to start, yeah, I mean, I've had 3 resin machines total. Every time I've used them, I enjoyed it, but like, it's just so much messier, so much more of a process. It's just not my everyday thing. Any inside info on AMS? No, I wish I did. In fact, I'm going to message them right now. Just wanted to say hi and check in to see if there are any updates on the multi-color system. Wink face. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Always felt Prusa was overpriced, but actually the Core one stands up against the X1C. They put it out a year ago. I agree on the price. That's why I never owned one. But I think once again, the design and the way that they do it, the fact that Prusa machines make the Prusas that you buy, the amount of engineering that goes into the way that all of that is made, that's what you're paying for. Plus the warranty, the team, the fact that you can upgrade your machine with a kit instead of letting it go to just a dump is insane. I think that's like a huge thing. Imagine having a printer and an update comes out almost instantly, or not almost instantly, a few months later, and you're one of those people that are really like, you know, your fear of missing out is super high, and you don't have to. You don't have to buy a new machine. You can upgrade yours and learn how it works and do it yourself. And that level of engineering is insane. Like, no one does that. And that's, I give them huge praise for that. Huge praise. Yeah, right, exactly. The fact that every bearing is serviceable, every rod, every screw, every attachment is serviceable and repairable and replaceable, that's a big deal. It's a big deal, even if it's not open source, at least anymore. It's huge. All right, I think the contest is over. Let's see how many people we had. 70 people. That might be the most. Let's go ahead to my other screen. Let's see. Let's see some entries. All right. So I asked if your next printer will have a SMS or of some kind of color, multicolor system. I see a lot of yeses, just straight yes answers. I'd like my next machine to have an AMS Lite. I'm actually thinking about buying an A1 Mini because of the sale right now and not buying the AMS Lite in the future. That is actually one of the suggestions that I have for people trying to get into 3D printing. The A1 Mini is an unbelievable deal, and the fact that you can get a 4-color system with it or later is unbelievable. So that's a good answer there. Small factor, but size, material handling, and speed are large factors. Okay, interesting. Sure do. I like my tool changer to do things and accomplish stuff. Nice answer. It would be nice, but not a deal breaker if it doesn't, if it's a good machine. Okay. I'm skipping all the yeses in those. I need one more multicolor printer. Okay. A little, but not crazy about it. All right. That's how I feel. Like, I love it. I like the fact that it exists, but I worked without it for years and made some incredible stuff. So it's better with it, but to me, not necessarily a deal breaker. No, but I can see the usefulness of multicolor. I would consider my next printer come with a multicolor multi-material system. Yep, okay. Yes, color is a must-have, okay. Yes, MMU is a requirement at this point, okay. I want to move into multicolor, just order the Flash Forge. Okay, nice, nice. Be nice, but not a deal breaker. Depends on my budget. No, but it would be very cool. Yeah, I agree with that one. I feel multicolor and faster speed is the future. 100% is. It's a great function, but not a deal breaker. All right, I feel you. Nice to have, but not a requirement. All right, all right. Yes, I would like to build a Voron 2.4 multi-head config. Me too. Not really, since I don't do multicolor, multi-material prints. Okay, I feel that. Yes, I'm lazy. Hey, thank you for your honesty. All right, I'll read a couple more and then we'll choose a winner. Yes, it's the way things are going. A million yeses. A few nopes. But mostly yeses. It looks like the majority of you essentially said yes. Yes, trying to decide if I want to go bamboo or something else. Yes, just got an A1, so yep. Cool. All right, let's choose a winner. All right, everybody, I'm going to draw. One winner, draw. Let's see, are you in the United States? Yes, cool. I'm going to announce winners in widget, announce with avatar. Congratulations to Delvon B. Delvon B, congratulations. You've won yourself a spool of PLA Plus. Delvon, let me know if you're here in the chat. You must be present to receive this. I'm going to give you a minute or two or three to claim your prize in the chat. And if you do, I have some instructions for you. Yeah, Box Turtle looks awesome. They killed it with that. Box Turtle looks fantastic. Hey, Zoomy. Byron, aka Win Forward. Oh, that's you. It's always hard to connect the words, you know, the names from everywhere because everyone has different handles everywhere. I'm insane. I have an XL, Magneto X, K2 combo, bamboo, with 2 AMSs. I'm building a rat rig core. Hey, a bit nuts. Me too. Let's see. Delvon B, are you in here yet? All right, Delvon B, I'm going to give you 1 more minute, okay? Because one of the requirements is that you have to be here in chat to be present. I know that there is a delay on YouTube, so I always give a bit of a lead. But if Delvon B is not here in the next minute or so, we're going to redraw. Oh, I just caught that, Zoomy, sorry. It was already over, I think, before you came. So. Yeah, Delvon is missing out. I think so. All right, Delvon B, 20 seconds. Are you in here, Delvon? All right, let's roll. We're picking a new winner. Sorry, Delvon, you've missed this particular drawing, but that's okay. I'm gonna unannounce. All right, and let's pick another one. Repick. Yes, repick. All right, we got a new winner. Are you in the United States? Yes. Announce with avatar. And the new winner is Tara. Tara K. Tara K, are you in the chat to claim your spool of PLA Plus? I will also give you a few minutes. Hey, Wilmar. I could be Delvon today. I identify as Delvon. Tara K, are you in the chat to claim your prize? Nice. That's okay. If you can. If I could, I would. That's how it works. And hopefully when these new machines come out, I also get a chance to show them off to you guys. And that's my way of, you know, I'm not buying them with money. I'm buying them with time and effort, which is the same as money. Technically speaking, even more expensive than money, if you think about it. Tara, congratulations. You won yourself a spool of PLA Plus, but one of the rules is you have to be present in the chat to claim your prize. Let me know if you're in the chat. I'm going to give you another minute or so, and if you're not here, I'm unfortunately going to have to pick somebody else. I love my 3D Max filament. They got too much of my money because of Feder. It's funny. How much snow do you have? I have 0 snow. No snow here. Hey, 3D Medic. The SVO8 is looking promising so far. Hi, Chawa, first of all. Yeah, the SVO8 is another one of those things that I probably should get in here to test. It looks like it got better with time. I am middle of the East Coast. I'm in Maryland. I am directly next to the 3D Printopia event. We had some crazy rain today. A little bit of flooding even, but no snow. Gotta get ready for work. Hey, thank you, Greg. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. All right, Tara K, I'm sorry, but I have to revoke your win. All right, everybody, let's pick another winner. Unannounced winners. Guys, remember, you have to be present. It's in all of the titles. When you click the link, it's in the title of the giveaway. You have to be present to win. All right, repick winner, repick. All right, we got another one. Let's go. Let's see if third time's a charm. All right, Paul W. Congratulations, Paul W. You are the third winner. Mod Shop, same. Same. My Turpins fan? I have a buddy that is, but no, not me. I'm not a big fan. That's me, Patriot Paul. All right, well, the name checks out at least the first name. All right, Patriot Paul, let's do this because I have no other way to confirm. Give me the 3 last letters in your email, and don't say .com or com. 3 last letters in your email before the @ symbol. Now I'll tell you what to do to claim your prize. You got it, buddy. All right, Paul, thank you for entering. Congratulations on winning. So here's what you need to do. And if you do this tonight, by the way, I'd appreciate it because I got to send them an email anyway. So here's what you need to do. Head over to the 3D Max website. okay? And find yourself a spool of PLA Plus, regular PLA Plus, any color you'd like that's in stock, okay? It must say in stock. And then you need to send me an email to fedor@3dprintsos.com. Fedor is spelled F-E-D-O-R. So F-E-D-O-R @3dprintsos.com. You can always find that email address in the About section of my YouTube channel, okay? So you need to email me your first and last name, your shipping address, and your spool that you're requesting that's currently in stock. All right, so full name, your shipping address, and your choice of filament. If you could email that to fedor@3dprintsos.com, I'd appreciate it. And let me know in the chat that you understand and you agree like this, and I'll forward that information to 3D Max. And then send it to me. Night Filter, thank you for being here. Is that the turtles? It is, Jimmy. Absolutely, Chris. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Gotcha. Cool. Hey, Night Training coming in at the end here. All right, everybody. That was pretty fun. I actually learned quite a bit about the machine, a surprising amount. Oh, you know, we never put the buffer back on. I don't remember who it was who asked me how the multiple systems go in there, but it's with this. This mounts onto the back. You add in the PTFE tubes into here, and then you link everything with the cable. It's really, really simple, but that's how it's done. And this just gets mounted onto the back, and it has a sensor in here and a little buffer. So I'll throw that back on. But never win contests, so I'm thankful, truly. Keep in mind that so they sometimes take like even up to a month. I've noticed. Sometimes it's like 2 weeks, sometimes it's 3 weeks. So don't expect it like tomorrow or next day air or something. They do ship from Florida, and they usually ship it when they do like bulk shipments of other things. So sometimes they wait until they have like, you know, 5, 6 winners before they actually ship. So like I said, I am sending them an email tonight, so I'll do it. No hurry. All right, cool. Who needs crypto when you can get filament? Well, get crypto, use it to buy some filament. Plot twist. I'm not a wiener. Whiner. All right, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I learned a bunch about the machine. I actually have more respect for it than before, if that makes sense. I'm also really excited to see how they handle the extruder. It's cool to see that it has the same mounting. And I'm really interested in knowing how they're going to manage that. And it would be cool to see this machine with that on there, because that's another one of those things you like can keep this product, and a lot of these things are going to be flooding the market with the K2 out, so it should be cool. So thank you everyone who participated in Toys for Tots. Yes, hopefully you guys saw that video of mine as well. Will this be posted so I can watch the video today? They're always posted, so all the streams, as soon as I click stream off, they go to the stream section on my channel. So they're all there. You can always replay it. I don't actually, like, most of the time I don't clip them, but I guess I can clip this one if a lot of people are interested in to see what it's like in there. I can. But you can usually rewatch any of these things. So. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Yes, yeah, that's gonna be cool. I would love to. I would love to. When I messaged them about it, they still didn't have any information about it. It was still too early, but I will be messaging them about it as more time goes by. Wow, that's very kind. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. All right, everybody, I gotta get out of here. Thank you all, like I said, for being here, supporting the channel. On your way out, throw a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Also, guys, if you do want to support the channel, check out 3dprintsos.com. I make a ton of shirts. Everything's on sale right now. Literally costs me money in some cases. Check out my consoles that I make custom. They make great gifts. They come with everything that you need. to get going. It's essentially a Game Boy Advance at the end of the day, using official Nintendo hardware, and some cool 3D printing. It's my own design, all that stuff. So check out 3dprintsos.com. Huge help, by the way. Oh, Byron, thank you very much. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate that. Thank you. What is that? Oh, dancing lemon? Love it. All right, I'm out of here. Otherwise, I'll keep saying good night over and over again. Thank you, everybody. Great stream. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.